Duke of Sussex today laid a cross at Westminster Abbey's Field of Remembrance. It comes ahead of special ceremonies this weekend, marking the 100th anniversary of the end of the First World War. Prince Harry spent time talking to servicemen and women and met Private Watchman the Sixth, the puppy which is the mascot of the Staffordshire Regimental Association. Among the dignitaries attending Sunday's ceremony at the Abbey and the Cenotaph will be Germany's President Steinmeier. He'll become the first German leader to lay a wreath at this ceremony in an historic act of reconciliation. For his country, the anniversary is a painful reminder of the darkest period of its history. And although they haven't forgotten, the Germans who died on the Western Front aren't remembered in quite the same way, as James Mates reports from Belgium.
In war, the victors write the history, they also bury the dead. The German dead on the Western Front lie in their own cemeteries, but they're nothing like the Commonwealth war graves. When German leaders mourn their lost generation here in Flanders at the main cemetery at Langemark, they come to a place of mass burial, up to 20 in a single grave, without headstones or crosses.
The Belgian government, after the Second World War, laid down severe restrictions on the Belgian cemeteries. They were told to change them and make them as low-key as possible. So you could actually drive right past this cemetery and you wouldn't even know it was here.
25,000 have been buried in this single mass grave in the centre of the cemetery, their names marked only on the row of plinths that surround it.
Commonwealth cemeteries, on the headstones, you have ranks, you have service numbers, you have full names, you have regiments, you have ages. If you look on the bronze plaques here, you just have the soldier's name, his function, and his date of death.
And each one of these is a mother's son in the same way.
Each one has family somewhere. Even today, they have family down the line somewhere.
Private Johann Spies, just one of those names, has family down the line. Killed near Ypres in 1917, aged 38. He only saw his youngest daughter once, when home on leave. That daughter's son, Helmut Zierer, has kept his grandfather's memory alive with a book and newspaper articles. As a schoolboy, he was never taught about the First World War, the horrors of the Western Front, in the way British and French schoolchildren were, and believes that this failure of collective memory led directly to the next great conflict.
Ich bin in mein Geschichtsunterricht.
In my history lessons, I was lied to and betrayed, he said. Not only myself, but my generation. That's the worst thing. And that's why Hitler came about. The lessons were ignored, and that's what really annoys me. And that may be the lesson. If victors don't honor the enemy dead as they do their own, if the defeated see in the sacrifice of their soldiers disgrace rather than pride, the seeds of future war can lie ready to germinate all over again. James Mates, ITV News, at the German cemetery in Langemark.